Hello, everyone. I am Nicole Ivory, your lifetime insurance broker. And today we will discuss 5 ways that grandparents can leave wealth to their grandchildren. Presented by AI Mutual and AIM University. Well, what is generational wealth? Generational wealth refers to any kind of asset that families pass down to their children or grandchildren, whether in the form of cash, investment funds, stocks and bonds, properties, or even companies. Do grandparents have a responsibility to leave wealth to the next generation? They sure do. They actually have a biblical duty to leave an inheritance. In Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22, it reads, "A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children." How many generations are we talking about here? Well, let's break it down. The good person is generation 1. Their children is generation 2. And their children's children is generation 3. And what does the inheritance include? In its Hebrew form, it means very literally what it says. An inheritance being possessions, endowments, and allotments. Don't forget that word good. You want to be a good person. This scripture implies that bad people don't take care of their future generations. Also, you want to make sure your grandchildren are protected financially from the woes that will take place in our society. Some of those woes include Black wealth will be zero by 2053, food shortages that are expected to come, water shortages, robots and AI are replacing human jobs, and of course, inflation. Grandparents serve as second-line parents. They take up the slack with parenting and are considered seasoned teachers in the family. The lessons they pass on often concern manners, values, morals, and religion. Now it's time to add financial lessons to this list. 5 ways to leave wealth to your grandchildren. And as always, consult your financial advisor and tax professional to help you make the best financial decisions. Number 1. Purchase a life policy in your grandchildren's name. Purchase a whole life policy for your grandkids. Get a policy with a paid-up feature that allows you to pay premiums for an allotted amount of years. These funds can be available and taken out in the form of a loan by your grandkids in the future. Funds can be used for college, down payment on a home, a new car, business venture, or to fund their retirement account. Number 2, list your grandkids as a beneficiary on your accounts. The beneficiary for an account is the person you want to benefit from the account after you pass away. Beneficiaries can be named for individual retirement accounts or IRAs, mutual funds, annuities, bank accounts, and life insurance policies. Number 3, gift them with a house or land. Of course, always speak to your tax advisor before proceeding with this, but there are ways that you can gift your home and land to your grandchildren. Number 4, fund an account in your grandchildren's name. There are several accounts that will allow you to do this. So let's start with traditional savings accounts. A conventional savings account can be started at your local bank or credit union. You can always have the parent open up the account if need be, and you provide funds for the deposits. Savings accounts are easy to access. They don't, however, offer much in the way of growth. Interest rates on traditional savings accounts are often very low, and they don't beat the rate of inflation, which we now see is rising. Then the money in the account could actually go down in value. Certificates of deposit, or also known as CDs, are an easy way to save money while earning from your investment. One benefit of CDs is that they generally come with higher interest rates than savings accounts. And with long-term goals, like college or purchasing a home, you can use long-term CDs, which tend to have the highest rate of interest. Another benefit to having a CD is the ability to borrow against it. A lot of people don't know that. Instead of going to the outside lenders to borrow money, your grandchildren can take out a loan on the CD and pay the money back on it monthly. That way, they will forever have money. Custodial accounts. A traditional custodial IRA or Roth IRA is an individual retirement account that a custodian, typically a parent, holds for a minor with an earned income. Once the custodial IRA is open, all assets are managed by the custodian until the child reaches the age of 18 or 21 in some states. So when your grandkids come over, have them clean up your house or take out the trash for a fee. Those funds can be deposited into their custodial IRA account as earned income. Some companies that feature this product are Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, Charles Schwab, and Acorns. Lastly, we're going to talk about the 529 plans. Families can use the 529 plan created by the federal government, also called the Qualified Tuition Plan, which creates tax benefits for those setting aside money for education. Money in the 529 plan will grow tax-free as long as it's spent on qualified education expenses. Many states also offer their own tax breaks for those making contributions to these plans, and you can choose any state's plan when picking the right account for you. Some companies that feature this product are T. Rowe Price and Vanguard. Number 5, teach them a skill so they can start a business. Did you know that in 2018, 15.6% of all U.S. adults were entrepreneurs, as researched by Entrepreneurship Babson EDU? And according to a 2019 CNBC study, 67.7% of the world's wealthiest individuals with a net worth of at least $30 million or more were self-made. What if your grandchildren or what if your grandchild has the next $1 million idea? Or have you had a great idea that you never were able to put into practice? Teach your grandchildren your skills. Share your cooking recipes with them. Find out what your grandchildren love to do and/or are highly skilled at and help them start their business. You never know what it can lead to. So as you can see, there are many ways to leave a financial impact for your heirs. They will greatly appreciate you and will always remember you. I mean, if someone left you $100,000, wouldn't you appreciate them? Plus, you are teaching them to replicate this positive financial behavior so that it will forever continue in your family. Contact AI Mutual to receive a complimentary quote on a life insurance policy for your grandkids today.